Hello again, everyone. Happy Tuesday. So, I had given up, kind of given up, excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Okay, I'm back. I had given up doing any like hardcore or like strength training workouts and hit workouts, things like that. Like I used to do a lot more of those types of workouts. Um, but I'd say within this past year or whatever, um, moving out from the shelter, moving into our own place, yada, yada. I really more so dedicated myself to more, like at first it was more like Pilates based exercises, things that were just closer to the ground because frankly, I found myself becoming very exhausted. I have 3 kids, and not to say that there's a lot of pressure these days. Like you're a mom, 3 kids, so what? So what? You gotta do your workouts in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole cultural pressure for moms to be working out and stuff, which I fed into, but like I only fed into it because I always had a background with working out. Like I always just enjoyed it ever since I was like, a little girl. Actually, I used to do Mickey Mouse Club. I remember doing Mickey Mouse Club in the morning. But I've never been like extremely fit, but I've just always enjoyed moving my body in the morning and like working out a bit, just because I love it. I enjoy it, not because I aspired to be an athlete or anything like that. I just simply did it because I loved it. So, anyways, like I was saying, I had started becoming like way more exhausted. Like I noticed that because I was doing what my body, was feeling like was a hard workout in the mornings, that it was affecting my mood because when you get exhausted, you get bitchy, you get cranky. And I don't want to become cranky with the people around me, with my children. That was not a good effect, and that was not the effect that I was looking for. I work out because I enjoy it and because I like the positive effect. But when it started not being so positive anymore, I mean, well then, of course, something has to change. And it could be hard to let go of that because people, and your own subconscious is like, oh God, you can't let go of that. It's just like something you've held on to for so long, God forbid. But what I committed to was just doing more exercises that were closer to the ground, having a more therapeutic focus rather than this push pressure to work out culture that we have nowadays. You gotta work out or else you're gonna get fat. Excuse me, I burped. My bad. Um, yeah, this working out that comes with this pressure. It's weird. It's fucking weird. So, anyways, I laid that down, started just doing more Pilates. I made up a new name, Pilates, grounding stuff, yoga, of course. And then also, like within the past few months, I really, really started to commit. When did I start? I forget. I made up in my mind that I was just going to commit to walking like 30 minutes a day. Because I used to take walks in the field, but ever since they started the construction back there, the field doesn't have good access and it's like really grown up now. So I'm like, I don't want to walk back there. And the wild berry bushes are going crazy. Maybe if I get a mower or something, I'll go back there and do some work myself. But anyways, long story short, my walks weren't that long. They were with the dog. They were like 10 minutes, 11, 12, 13, whatever. Maybe 15 minutes max. But I was like, I want to start walking like 30 minutes. So I started walking a bit farther because we have a park and things like that across the way. So I'm like, I'll just walk all the way down that way and take a bigger loop. So I was like, I'll do yoga and I'll walk. I think a lot of people, when they get up in age, not that I'm really up in age, but I think that those two things that they commit to, yoga and walking. So, yeah. And that was good. And that's been good. But today, yesterday I did, a more Pilates. And then I kind of laid down Pilates for a while and started doing a lot of yoga and restorative yoga because of this exhaustion I would experience. You know what I'm saying? If I pushed it, because the thing is that I know I'm going to be walking with my kids. So if I try to do a hardcore workout in the morning and then go and do all the activities and do walking more, like I was getting exhausted. So I'm like, all right, I'll do more of like restorative yoga in the morning, because obviously I need to replenish something within me. You have to let go of the fear, is what it is. There's a lot of fear surrounding working out. There's a lot of working out and healthy eating that stems from fear. Fear of becoming unhealthy, fear of getting a disease, fear of being fat. So anyways, or maybe fear of being weak, whatever, fear. So yeah, yesterday I was like, you know what? I felt like doing a more harder, like a little bit of harder than what I have been doing lately, a harder like Pilates, like base core workout. I have some of my favorite channels on YouTube that I love. And it was amazing. It was great. It was wonderful. I got my core felt fired up. I felt a little bit sore around my core this morning and everything. And I was like, yeah, this feels good. It feels good. So then I felt like this morning, I was like, I want to do another workout. I want to do more of like a strength training based workout. Now, mind you, I don't have my weights. They're all at the old house. I don't need my heavy weights right now anyways, honestly. There's a construction starting up. So I just used my lighter weights that I found at the thrift store. And I did it. And it was good. I wasn't, I felt old feelings coming up. Feelings. And I was listening to a video by Tim Grimes this morning. He was talking about how the subconscious mind can be really cruel sometimes. And it can be really cruel to you. And I felt like these old feelings of like, you're weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe I'm not doing as good as the woman in the video, right? Comparison, you're weak. Look at, And I had to stop and check that shit right away. And I said to myself out loud, I'm not doing this workout to change something about myself. I'm doing this workout simply because because it feels good. It feels good. That's why I'm doing it. It feels good in my body. And it's not about competing with the person in the video. It's about doing what feels good in my body for me, for enjoyment. And I think we're scared of that because in our culture, we're taught so much that you have to change yourself. You have to discipline yourself. You got to work out hard. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Do what feels good in your motherfucking body because nobody else is walking your own path. Nobody's in your body but you. So anyways, and you already got the inner critic that wants to beat you up also. So, I stopped and I said that to myself and I continued on in my workout, And, just do what feels good. We're really, controlled sometimes by these outer rules, these societal norms and stuff like that. And people make it seem like everybody's going to be a weightlifter, like lift heavy. It's like a thing. It's a cultural thing now. It's popular. Just do what feels good in your body and focus on that. That seems more positive instead of putting yourself down internally. That's bullshit. Old paradigms that come up. And then I was eating afterwards, and then I got that old feeling, oh, you're ruining the workout you just did. You're ruining I had to stop again. It's like, no, I'm not ruining anything. I'm fucking eating and fueling myself. And that's all the meaning that this fucking food has. you know? Not gonna let food beat me over the head anymore. It's ridiculous. You gotta feel guilty for eating. It's just bullshit. Complete fucking bullshit. So, food is fuel. That's it. That's it. And enjoyment, too. You know? Fuel and enjoyment. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that. Do what works for you, man. Just do what works for you.